So, I gotta put on the microphone, otherwise the wind will blow the fuck out.
Here, we'll put the windows up so we don't get some.
That's okay. Hello.
Heat on.
Oh yeah, heat's good. I always forget about the microphone. And I gotta wipe off that
How much gas do I have? So I'm not used to driving this car, so I'm like, do you have gas?
So if anybody happens to be seeing this, hello and welcome. I know the screen's a mess. We'll clean that up right now. Now you can see clear. So welcome to Winter Stash Walks, driving edition on a Wednesday night. Where are we going? I don't know. I think we're going to Hollywood. Southbound on Pass Avenue, and you probably can't hear it. Southbound on Pass Avenue in the San Fernando Valley, heading to Hollywood.
We're on Burbank.
Oh yeah, not Pass, we're on Highland Boulevard.
Heading towards
Get
Universal.
your facts straight, Underwood. Doing what?
Heading towards Universal.
Oh, we're on our way. So we're heading south on Highland Boulevard, approaching Universal Studios Hollywood. Entertainment capital of Los Angeles. At least that's what the literature says. And I'm
What is the
fighting
entertainment capital of the world?
Well, it used to be, and apparently somebody got tagged for that. Somebody else owns that. I'm having a hard time with this little cord. There's always something. There it is. I forgot about Highland Boulevard.
It's my sanctuary. Drive with the top down. It's always good to drive with the top down. And
Hold
I'm not
on.
talking to the car.
Click. Got that little fuzzy laugh at you. And it's available to everyone in the world. Oh, hey, yo. That's why we got brakes. Go.
Yeah, well, it's a sports car, so she's
It's a sports car.
For it.
We're proving it. There we go. Now we're in business. Don't. I'm new to this.
It's funny. It's
Give it
so
to
cute.
give it to the blind guy. Who's your cinematographer? The blind guy.
Blind guy.
Yeah. That's pretty
Use
funny.
your third eye, Al.
Hello. Welcome to Winter Stash Walks, driving edition. Laura's driving tonight in our
The eyes on the road.
convertible BMW. They don't call her Lead Foot Laura for nothing. Lead Foot Laura.
I was trained to be a precision driver.
But we're, is this Coinga Boulevard going southbound towards Hollywood, right?
We just left Coanga Pass, yes.
So we're in Hollywood
We're
now.
about to come up on the Hollywood Bowl
All right.
on the right.
So we're in Coinga Boulevard
Theater
south.
on the left.
The Hollywood Bowl is coming up on the right.
Always a tour guide.
Well, that's the great thing about this. You don't have to do a thing. Just be. I don't have to be like Johnny narration. It's not like being on the golf cart.
I know.
You know, I don't have to say anything.
But that was fun.
Yeah, that was exciting.
I was over it in 6 months and lasted 2 years.
Oh, that was a great job. I'd go back and do that. All right. I'm having a good time. I'm dying right now already. I'm laughing so
Right.
I'm laughing already. I can't believe we're here already. We're Hollywood. You're like,
Hollywood.
you pulled an Al Underwood. We
You
just
what?
had dinner and a drink, and you're like, I said, let's go have a drink. And you're like, or we could just
Drive to Hollywood.
get in the convertible and drive Hollywood. I was like,
I just
okay.
One of my favorite things of having this car, and I've had it
And I love driving at night with the top down with no pants on, so everybody's happy. It works out for everyone. I am not wearing pants. I'm actually wearing pants.
If that's what you call them.
Slacks. Oh my God. Put on your slacks, Al. We gotta go. Oh, slacks. When was the last time you heard that word?
We make
Besides
fun if we were
tonight.
watching old movies and you're the guys with the button over thing.
Yeah.
And the polyester, those are slacks.
Yeah. If it's not made of denim, you're wearing slacks.
Yeah, you're wearing slacks. If they're polyester, they're slacks. They're denim, they're jeans. Or pants. Pantalones.
So, is this still Coingo or is this Highland Boulevard now?
I think we're about to become Highland.
The famous Presbyterian
Yeah,
church.
So this is Highland.
Let's see that. Did I zoom in on something or what did I do wrong?
And there's
Highland, yes. It's all happening so fast.
go to
When I walk, it's not so. We should go wherever. I don't care. Go.
Sunset.
We can zigzag back and forth. Take your time. We're tourists on our own neighborhood. Look at this. I love that.
Oh my gosh. look
Ripley's
how
Believe It
naked
or
is down
Don't.
Here.
Yeah, there's
I haven't been
nothing.
to Hollywood in so long during the pandemic that this is usually crowded
Right.
with people.
Yeah, it's quiet.
There's nobody. That's really weird. Mimba?
Bless you.
It's Mimba.
Mamba? Oh, Mamba. That's Kobe.
Oh, Mamba.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. It's Kobe Bryant thing.
Well, when the bar was hiding part of it, so I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
can't see it.
Mimba. Look at the hell's Mimba.
I think I've zoomed in or something. I don't know what's wrong. Seems a little odd. There we go. That looks better. Interesting thing about streaming is when you're streaming, you don't get your best audience till 2 hours in.
Oh,
So you're like, I got to do this for what? How long? So I can do recorded pieces that are like 10 or 15 minutes long, post them like crazy. But when I do a live stream, then I can talk to people. They can ask questions. They can say, hey, Trick, where are you? Can you go this way, go that way? It's kind of fun. You're actually alive with your crew. And this is what a guy in New York, I keep referencing Action Kid. So if you watch this, watch Action Kid. He's in New York and he goes through Manhattan and he'll just go for walks around like I do, all over Manhattan. And right now he's on vacation in Florida, so he's walking all over Florida, Miami. And it's great. He's just fantastic young guy. Walks around places that I wish I was at. Seeing stuff I wish I could see. Yeah. And all I got is Chick-fil-A and Sunset Boulevard. Hollywood High School.
There's look at all the places they're going. CSU, Los Angeles, now they college they can expect it to. Accept it. Look at that strip mall's completely blacked out.
Sunset Boulevard going west. The world famous In-N-Out Burger. A lot of drunk nights. That IHOP. We're not going to talk about that.
That used to be an Acapulco.
Oh yeah, what is it now?
I don't know. Oh, there's tents. So I haven't been down here in a year.
I'm looking for a napkin. Let's see. I haven't been down here probably much longer than that. I had a stroke, then I recovered for a year, and then oh, that much better.
That's when I just don't remember. Oh no, Camille and I came down because we wanted to go down to I don't know if we came this route, but we wanted to go to Lobster Truck and get lobster.
Yeah.
It's really good. Expensive as fuck, but it's good.
I know that Lobster Truck.
But it
It
was
is
the
expensive.
restaurant. It wasn't the truck.
Oh.
It was in West Hollywood.
Oh, they got a restaurant
They
now.
have a restaurant because the truck was always canceling.
Yeah.
But I like them because they were literally flying it in from Boston. Everything.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Every day, and it's really good. It's worth the money. And you know what? Even if you were in Chelsea Market in New York, you'd be paying the same for a lobster roll.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're, it's the same. It's $20 fucking for this little roll, but $17. But
Oh, we're coming up on the Rock and Roll Ralphs.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, Rock and Roll Ralphs.
Yeah. My girlfriend met her husband there. Well, they're not married anymore, but
If you are watching this and you don't know anything about Rock and Roll Ralphs, you're
I
going to
know
have to
about the
look.
Ralphs from Hollywood, but I've never heard it called Rock and Roll
Yeah.
Ralphs. Why is it called Rock and Roll Ralphs?
It was a rocker.
Oh, really? We're by the rocks.
Yeah, we're by the rocks.
I mean,
Back in the day when there was a rock and roll
I had a friend who
scene.
used to take me to the Roxy for dinner. It was fun. You never knew you were going to see him there.
Exactly.
This is the new band's The Troubadour. The Troubadour's over more on Santa Monica. This is the Roxy. The Rainbow Room. Did we have the Rainbow Room or the Roxy? I don't remember. They get the two of them confused.
The Roxy was the go see bands. Rainbow Room is
And then the Viper Room.
go get drunk. Viper Room, go get drunk.
Yeah, there's tents up and down here, like houses. Well, there's not as many as I thought there would be. Why are there just like one here and there?
Probably because they rousted most of them out.
But can they?
I don't know.
See,
I guess there's nothing
in
for 'em.
Burbank and Pasadena and Glendale, they're illegal. You're not allowed to do it. But that's a good place. You ever been to Roma?
Aroma Cafe, yeah, started in the valley.
But like they're all over the place in North Hollywood, under the bridges, under everything. That's why it makes you wonder. Here, there were a lot more prevalent.
Ooh, Toy on Sunset, still there. Wow, they knocked all that down and built.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of it has been knocked down.
That looks totally different, doesn't it? They took a whole block out. We're on Sunset Boulevard going westbound, approaching Fairfax, right?
Yep. Good, my little battery light's not coming on anymore. Maybe it's just another glitch. She's old.
Yeah,
It's her arthritis.
She's charged up now.
She's a classic now.
Car hasn't been on a run for a while. Fairfax.
I miss it down here. Oh, shit. I'm looking around. I gotta pay attention
Yeah.
to me.
That used to be the Directors Guild. Still is, isn't it?
I think so.
Too dark to see.
They're not gonna let that go.
Westbound on Sunset, approaching Crescent Heights. Oh, this is the building where the Garden of Allah used to be coming
The
up.
what?
The Garden of Allah. It was a famous back in the 20s, 30s. It was a bungalows of decadence.
What was this?
Oh yeah, remember there was like a car wash there.
No, the car wash is right here.
Oh,
Unless they're taking it down. But what was this?
I don't remember, but it was.
The Laugh Factory. This was, I think, just a gas station.
Yeah, I remember it was a gas station.
It was like 80s music.
They're taking our future away. No, when you play music, I gotta turn music off because I'll get rights blocked.
It's the Laugh Factory. The world famous Laugh Factory.
Oh, we're coming up on the Chateau Marmont, right?
Yeah.
Westbound on Sunset.
So this would have been Barman.
And that billboard in front of you, the big blue one, that's where the Marlboro Man used to be.
There's the Chateau Marmont.
Chateau Marmont, right there.
They still look closed.
Yeah, they do. The old Marlboro Man. That used to be the Marlboro Man there, that billboard. for decades. Wow, I can't believe. Oh, Pink Taco.
I remember Pink Taco being the Roxbury's.
Yeah, the Roxbury.
I lived there when I first moved here.
Yeah.
We knew the bouncers.
That was a crazy time. The 90s.
Yep. 1990.
So we're on Sunset Boulevard going
I
west.
met Tupac there 2 weeks before he died.
How funny. I met him I worked at the Hard Rock Cafe at Universal Studios, and he was sitting at the bar. The nicest guy you ever want to meet. Most
Totally
unassuming.
Nice
nothing about him. He was just like a dude you met next door.
I wouldn't have known
so
who he
nice.
was, except the girl I was with was totally into rappers, so she knew him. It's just like we were in the VIP room at Roxbury's. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Saddle
That's
Ranch.
neat.
Oh, they're doing a full-on outdoor
They
thing.
have full on. Valet your car. Okay, see, that's a weird thing. How are you going to valet your car? I don't want somebody I don't know getting in my
That's
car.
your problem. If you want to party and drink and hang out with us, find something. The world famous comedy store. Wow, look at that. All that used to be valet entrance. Now it's seating and dining.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. We're coming up south. We're going westbound on Sunset at La Cienega. They're still big on the billboards around here, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, but now they're electronic billboards. I'm sorry.
Mel's Drive-In used to be Ben Frank's.
Hmm?
Used to be called Ben Frank's back in the day.
Oh, Chin Chin's is around here. We used to do that sometimes. It was so much fun.
This is like the memory tour. I remember what this used to be when it was free. But you know what?
I forget what we were shooting. It was some movie, and it was like a 2, 3, 4. It was a night shoot at Chin Chin's,
Yeah.
and it was like on a Saturday. So I remember it being Sunday morning because cars would come by, the drunkards or whatever
Yeah.
they're called, honking their horns because they were fucking up shooting.
Yeah.
And we'd
Yeah.
have to stop,
Yeah.
and retake.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, wait.
That bar on the corner it used to be called Red Rock.
Where was the Dome? I used to going to the Dome.
La Dome.
Remember the Dome?
La Doom. I don't remember. It's
You don't remember the Dome? The Dome was around here. It
Yeah.
was either in Sunset Plaza right behind us or up here.
yeah,
as we're
it
getting
had
closer.
been behind us, I think.
Because I was friends with radio producers when I first moved out here, so they would have like their Friday, or Tuesday drink-a-thons or whatever, would like networking parties kind of thing. And I remember so the guy I knew was a promoter for Atlantic Records, I think it was Atlantic, so I don't know. He offered me a job as his receptionist or whatever, but the job required you were going to have to order things and know things about rock stars you will never be able to repeat. And I'm like, you're not paying me enough to hold those kind of secrets.
Yeah. You're not paying me enough not to brag about what I learned.
$3,000 a year. There's the Viper Room, isn't it? No.
Yeah, that used to be the Viper Room. Still is, apparently.
Still Viper Room. Whiskey a Go-Go.
Oh, the world famous whiskey a go-go. And then you've got the Roxy and the Rainbow.
Yep. Last week tonight, my favorite, John Oliver. Look, he's got the whole side of a building.
Not bad. That's some big money.
Well, it's just the fact that it's neat now. Is that the London Hotel? No.
No, I've never been in there. I threatened to go work there at one point.
I threatened to go.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
Did I just echo my laugh?
do that again.
Yeah. So listen, that's hilarious.
Good parking.
God, I knew I was loud, but that's ridiculous.
Well, we've known this for years. I'm
What?
kidding you.
That I'm loud?
Yeah.
No, you can say I'm loud.
I'm busting.
It's just
What's the Paramount?
Camille forgets it until I drink, and then I get around people, and I start turning into my old self. She's like, "Yep, Laura's drunk," and I'm like, "Why?" Because I've had a drink, and I'm turning into my 20-year-old
So
self.
the Roxy's closed, nothing going on, and the Rainbow, same. Wow.
Quiet it is.
It's
Granted,
really
This is a Wednesday night, but still.
Yeah, still.
It's kind of neat, isn't it?
It is. I ain't shit. I'm like a dog. You put a dog in a car. I haven't been out driving in
I
a
know you're
while.
just out hanging your head up.
Yeah, I'm like, what's
Have we
up?
hit our hotels that I like yet? No, yeah.
Coming up.
We Chateau Marmont and Tower. We passed. Those are my favorite. Yeah, I want to go hang out at the Tower and the bar at Bugsy Siegel's old apartment.
Oh, I love that building.
I love that. Wanda and I would go. She's a jazz singer. We would just listen to the bands and have a drink.
They did a good job decorating the fronts of these new buildings. God damn. This is one I wanted to go work for. Is this the one you were talking about? These guys have got a nice business going.
I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you drive, girl. I'll show you the video later. We're tourists in our own neighborhood.
I know.
Which I don't mind. I'm not. So now we just left. Oops, sorry. We just left. The wind is making that thing shudder, so I'm going to keep it down here. Just left Hollywood and entered Beverly Hills. There ain't nothing to see.
I was gone. I was in Malibu on the Colony that burned. The guy who was her head of her security, I went on a date with, and he took me. He had me meet her at her house, and I'm like, "Are you crazy? You're inviting me to Jackson?" I'm like, "I wouldn't bring somebody."
Shot. It's like.
You get more attention than a
I just forgot. This is like.
You get more attention from men than a blonde with big tits.
The guy was pulling up, and he kept inching up next to you. I was like, all right, take a look. And then he was looking at me. Yeah, he was looking at me. I was like, oh, I'm not used to that.
You're not used to being in a commercial.
I'm not used to paying attention to it. I've been shuttered in for 2 years.
It's true. You have had a longer hiatus than the average.
No, yeah, I had a year of practice before this whole thing hit. So when it hit, it was like no big deal to me. But it's growing a little thin.
He's playing his 80s music. It means he's our age.
Yeah. He's gonna get his COVID shot soon.
Well, I don't know. I'm not 50 yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait another. I probably won't get mine till next year.
But do you think you've got to be higher risk being a stroke recovery?
Hey, let's tell the world what happened to me. No, you're right. But no, I don't know. I want to do what's right. I'll stay at home until it's safe.
But they did a big study on. So Israel has half their population vaccinated. England has about a quarter of their population vaccinated. And they're doing studies on the hospital workers to see the transmission because they're, the big thing was a lot of my clients have been, vaccinated, but they're still worried that they could give it, even though they can't get it. So they found out that the hospital workers can't transmit it. They literally have to be able to get the virus to give it. So it's nice to know now that they're vaccinated, they can't even transmit it, which is good. They were worried about that they could still transmit it but not get it. So evidently you have to actually be able to get the virus in order to give it to somebody.
Westbound
on the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Westbound on Sunset Boulevard, coming up at the Beverly Hills Hotel, which is, may not be able to see up ahead. This is the nighttime tour. We'll come back during the day.
Yeah, we need to go to the Polo Lounge.
Yeah, we'll come back for lunch at the Polo Lounge. You do that. Get pretty for the boy.
I get pretty for me.
I get pretty for no one. This is all about me.
There's Beverly Hills. Beautiful Sunset Boulevard. God, I love this city.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this looks like. It would look great on TV. Yeah, this is the only difference is it's green.
Well, I don't know this time of year. Yeah, I guess it would be.
One of my favorite trivia.
So Roxbury Road, this is where Madonna lived. She lived up on.
Oh, okay. One of my favorite bits of trivia of this part of Beverly Hills is that every street is lined with a different kind of tree.
Well, most of the trees that are here are not indigenous.
Right, well, nothing is around here.
Well, the cacti is.
Yeah, but sagebrush, the California wild oak. But they choose a different tree to line every one of these streets. You never notice it until you notice it, and then it becomes quite a fun trip to explore that. Yeah, I noticed that too. I can't remember. Is that because when I had my sports car, when you're sitting low, everybody, it looks like they have their brights. Yeah.
They're right in their eye.
You're like,
so I can flip
turn
it.
your fucking bright lights off, dude. But
And it's just the
you're
eye.
just at the right level.
He's in an SUV, so
Yeah.
they're literally right there.
I'd pan around and show you more, but there's not more to see.
So we're gonna have to turn around soon.
Yeah, we're just cruising.
Well, but it starts getting to that windy part to go down to the beach, and then it just takes an hour
Yeah.
to get there, so it's kind of silly. That's the one
Oh,
problem with
yeah.
Sunset Boulevard. It's this to go.
Yeah.
Oh, smell the jasmine.
Is that what that
Smell it?
is?
Night
Yeah.
green jasmine. Okay, we're not going to pull a Tiger Woods. Coherent.
Hotel in a hurry, almost running.
He was going on to set. They've been shooting a show. That's what he was
Yeah.
heading for.
Yeah.
To a set.
For the postmortem.
I don't know. Here's what he at 7 a.m. I think he just too much people watching the Fast and the Furious. They said they've had a lot of people have accidents on that bend. I try not to create stories where there isn't any yet. This guy's taking up 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Pick a lane, dude. Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
He's a tourist.
No, he's not.
Beverly Glen. Oh yeah. I like Beverly Glen. That's a great ride.
Okay, so Beverly Glen will take us right back up into the valley.
Yeah, if you want to do that, or backtrack, whatever you want to do.
Well, right now we can't do anything because I'm in the wrong lane. Can't take a left.
We'll get there.
Are we really on that side? Like if you went that way, it would take you to Van Nuys?
Yeah.
I guess we would be. It
Yeah.
just seems so backwards.
It's either that
my
or
sense of direction
yeah.
is not very good at night.
Beverly Glen. What's the other one over by the Beverly Hills Hotel? That's
Beverly Drive.
Coldwater, Beverly Drive,
Coldwater.
and then Laurel Canyon. Yeah, the only way's over. Oh, there you go. Ah, the entrance to Bel Air. There's some YouTubers I watch that are real estate agents for this area, and they do what we're doing right now, but walk through the mansions and show you everything and the view. And I'm like, yep, that would be nice. Now I don't even want to live in places like that. I don't want to have to deal with it. But
Dude, you can move up a little bit. Wake up.
I'd love to sell it. This takes us down to where? I can't remember.
Are we in Bel Air? Or are we taking no?
No, Bel Air's behind us, but this takes us like into Westwood, doesn't it?
It says you need to do this with Shelly. Shelly's from here, so she knows everything about Westwood, LA, the whole South. She knows everything. She lives on the border of Sherman Oaks and Beverly Hills, up on the top by Mulholland, by Grotto. We're gonna go to her house and we're this is where all these things. Hold on.
Okay. Yay! Good one.
That's as fast and furious as I get.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna do it, that's where you do it.
At least this car can handle it. It's built for it. But you know how strange it is to go from used to being driving a car like this where I can do anything, you become part of the car, it's like Tron.
Yeah.
And going to drive my other car that's like fucking Sputnik, it like fishtails everywhere. And what are you doing? It's like a fucking spaceship. This, on the other hand, you're like Tron. I probably should have named her that, but I named her Pussy Galore instead.
Well, that's great.
The Bond girl, since she's a Bond car. Not the same movie, but this was a Bond car introduced in Goldeneye.
Yeah.
With on the top.
Yeah.
Famke Jensen.
I like her. Famke Jensen was great, and Pierce Brosnan. Yeah.
I had to stand in for her once. Photo double for her and everything. She's fucking 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
I had to wear these platforms.
Big girl. So this is Beverly Glen that goes over north towards the valley. And we're on Sunset. We just spun around. Not spun, but we turned around.
We did a U-E.
And now we're heading towards Hollywood again.
The other side.
Yeah, that's the fastest.
Dark side of Hollywood.
This is the fastest trip anybody's ever taken from the valley.
Yeah, because there's
to
no
Hollywood
during a
to
pandemic.
Beverly Hills. Yeah, there's nothing. You can only do this during a pandemic. This
or
is a
Sunday at 3 a.m. Hollywood. Sunday. I
yeah.
had to show up at there was that art institute for some shoot, and I'm like, well, this is the only time you're never going to see traffic. That are probably going to, the all-night diners. Look at the moon. It's almost full.
Yeah, a couple days.
I think it's the 27th. Today is the 23rd, 24th. I'm lucky I remember what month it is.
Go a little slower. I'll get that Hollywood sign or Beverly Hills sign.
There's a cop car back there, but I think he was just for show.
Oh, that was a prop.
Yeah.
For some guy's living front yard.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it says IPS on this side.
No, I meant the Beverly Center.
Yeah, I think I got
Beverly,
it.
whatever that was.
I got it. Whatever. We either did or we didn't.
This is still, it's like every stop. But this isn't that Beverly Hills, but that, you'll see another sign of that coming up. That's the other end of it, isn't it?
Yeah, the one that says, now leaving. Get the fuck out. Oh, so eastbound on Sunset Boulevard. Dope. Is this the Beverly Hills Hotel?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that's it. We don't see it this way very often, and it looks like they've cut down a bunch of trees. Yeah, because they cut.
Right. They don't usually have this open.
Wow, they cut a bunch of trees down or something.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing that.
I've never seen this.
Right. I was like, I've never seen that section of it before.
That's unique. Yeah, you don't see that much of it. I've never seen that.
I don't think so either.
That looks weird.
Which street is this crossing?
So this is like
Rodeo?
Beverly goes all the way down.
Is that Beverly?
Yeah, this is well, that's
big
Rodeo.
five-way stop? Is that-
Rodeo
is that
on the
big
right.
five-
That's Beverly on the left. Yeah.
Is this the big 5-way stop?
Yeah, we just went through it.
Huh.
And here's the.
I'm so used to going the other way, like the Beverly.
Yeah,
Crescent.
yeah.
I'm not used to crossing over Sunset.
It always
No,
looks.
here's Beverly driving Crescent. Here's the 5-point stop.
Then what the hell?
That
Oh,
was
we were
the
looking.
You're right. That was the Beverly.
I've
Hills
never
Hotel,
seen
but
that
this is
side
the
of it like that.
The section we're used to going.
Yeah.
That's the Polo Lounge on this end.
I've never been sober and seen that.
I've never.
I've never seen it sober
I'm
at
not
night.
used to coming sunset this way.
I wish you could have seen the look she just shot me. That was the best. Like, what the fuck, Underwood? Like, I was just being funny. For real?
I don't know what it is. I've never been drunk. What do you
Not you.
funny? that
That
I'm
was
like,
an honest Al Underwood. I've never driven this way sober enough to notice that. I was too busy trying to drive. Oh, back in the days when your car just knew how to get home.
I was always the designated driver.
We didn't have Ubers then. We had, all right, car, get us home.
I was always the designated driver and the cock blocker for my girlfriends. But I was the one dancing on the bars with cranberry juice.
You were the one that was trouble.
Mm-hmm. So when they were drunk at the end of the night, they'd come running after me, and then they'd get these guys behind them. I'm like, back off! And they're like, what's wrong with you? We're going home.
Yeah.
Get back.
They're not for you.
They are not for you. I was the babysitter.
That'd be a great channel. Old folks talking about Hollywood in the day. That'd be a terrible channel. Your kids' ears are gonna bleed and your eyes are gonna pop out of your head. You know, it's interesting too that when you're running these live streams, they're up there afterwards as well, so people can watch them offline. But segments of your live stream and share them. And you're like, oh, yeah, forgot about the live part, but it's also digital. Somebody clipped one of my scenes from a walking tour I did downtown the other day. And I gotta be honest with you, the first time, I understand conceptually how all this stuff works, but when somebody actually does it with your stuff, you're like, oh, yeah, people are watching, and I put it out there, so it's their right, so I can't be mad.
Nope. Yeah, you relinquish all copyrights when this
Yeah,
goes
you
out.
gotta keep, that's why you don't want to talk about, like, where you live, what your address is, your phone number. You know, what size your cock ring is. You don't want people to know everything. Something's got to be a mystery. Nobody needs to know it's that big. The look on your face. We're gonna do some of these. We're gonna do some. We got a thing. Something's here. The look on your face. Jesus Christ. She wanted to kill me.
No. It's sarcasm.
Yeah.
Pure sarcasm.
So we've still on Sunset going east.
Right back into Hollywood.
And we just entered Hollywood. Can you feel it?
The other side.
Yeah, Hollywood
Dark
has a.
side of Hollywood.
When you enter Hollywood from this side,
Oh, look now.
you feel it.
Tom and Jerry, new movie coming out. That was Hanna-Barbera's very first cartoon they
I'm
created.
curious to
And
see it. I hear this one they may have done right.
You know what? I can't watch Tom and Jerry anymore. It's so violent.
Yeah, but I hear this one was done right. I mean, it's every bit as violent.
Well, but that's just it. I mean, I can't.
But they did.
Somehow that's when you're a kid, you don't know pain yet.
Yeah.
So you can watch things
Yeah.
beaten up, but as you've gotten older, you're like, oh,
You're sensitive.
sensitive.
But no, I hear that their integration from live action with the computer generated animation is pretty amazing.
Is anything even hand drawn anymore?
Just my pictures of you when
No,
before
but
I go to bed.
animation,
Oh wait.
when I learned, when I worked for Hanna-Barbera, they were still doing hand drawn
Yeah.
animation.
I really don't know the answer to that question. If anybody out there hand draw animation,
I know Family
Let
Guy
us know.
started out hand drawn. I don't know if it still is.
where was the Hustler store? It was up here on the corner, right? Oh yeah, they knocked it down. So whatever they're building on this corner where it says Paramount, that's where the Hustler store
That's where
was.
Hustler was?
Yeah, they're building a big hotel or something here, a multi-use complex. Yeah, that's where Paramount Plus is advertising there. Oh, that's the old Hustler store.
Oh, this one.
All gone. All gone.
They're really doing everything, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a huge complex where that Paramount Plus was and the Hustler store. It's gonna be a huge complex.
I'm tired of huge complexes. I like the old.
Oh.
We really need to chase.
Yeah, we'll be gone. Yeah, that used to be Oz. Remember Oz?
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun store.
Tower Records is barely still there.
Yeah, they just keep the sign on it
Yeah, but it's going to be.
until they can figure out what to do with it. Oh, we just passed Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Huh?
Rocky and Bullwinkle statue. We passed it. I didn't.
And they already took down and put up a new wherever House of Blues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm curious to see what's there.
It's just an office building.
Oh,
like
that's
a
what I
white,
thought.
boring thing. I remember seeing it not too long ago. I was like, oh, that's it. That's what they put there.
Yeah. But that's life.
But that was my
Moves along.
first experience first time we landed in Los Angeles. My girlfriend had a stretch limo waiting for us because she had connections. And she's like, take the tour through Hollywood. And I remember going past, this is where Chinchins was somewhere.
Yeah, it was around here.
And so we drove down Sunset Boulevard. First time I'd ever been to Los Angeles. We went right past like the House of Blues. Now it didn't really matter where we were, but it was that feeling I had where I'm looking out the window and all I could think was, oh my God, I'm home.
Wow.
Like I never wanted to leave. There was something about this city that I was like, I'm home. We just passed Mel's Diner.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then there's that sushi park or somebody used to get their park. Used to be. I hear sirens. Toys coming.
Again. I think they're behind us.
They are, but they're coming this way.
See, you're a good human. Sunset Boulevard mustache. Understash. Yeah, Santa Monica's down that way.
Is it Wonder Stash or Wander Stash?
It's Wonder Stash, but
Wander.
I should be Wander Stash, but on Twitch it's called Wonder Stash with a U.
Is this the standard?
Yeah.
Brightly.
No, it's this. By the way, the Standard got sold and it's closing. And Standard's coming up. But what's this one you like? The Tower? What do they call it?
The tower is coming up. Yeah, the old Argyle, like that one.
We just passed it. Yeah, I love that.
Sunset Tower.
Yeah.
I know it's in walking distance too, and there's old Carney's. It's in walking distance to Chateau
There's the
Marmont.
Standard right here. So that thing is shuttered. Gone. Done forever. Isn't that amazing? That's the one that rockers rode motorcycles through the hallways and
Really?
yeah, this is a historic hotel before it was the Standard. All gone. Our past. Oh, you're right. There's nothing there. I didn't even. That was the.
Old House of Blues.
Yeah.
It was more up here. This was the old House
No,
of Blues, wasn't
this
it?
was Carlos and Charlie's, across from Pink Taco.
Well, because Roxbury's.
Yeah.
I thought that's what the old House of Blues was. It was right across.
No,
from
that
Roxbury's.
was Carlos and Charlie's, and then nothing forever.
I knew it was close to where the Roxbury's. Pink Taco before it was Pink Taco was Mikado's. What was that? Mickey? It was a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, it was.
It's always the Roxbury to me.
I want to say Masabi's or something. It was like Miyagi's. And this building behind us, I don't know if we can see it here. Behind me on my side is a historic art, mid-century modern building that they're going to tear down, sadly. Hi guys. Hi Laura. Thanks for driving. Thanks for doing the Hollywood thing. Wow, that little thing is all wind blown back. I love that. I look like a pilot from the World War I. So
Yeah, we need to get you aviators.
and I've got an aviator's helmet and glasses. I should wear them more often.
Rocky.
Eastbound on Sunset Boulevard, just past Crescent Heights, coming up on Fairfax. Yeah, I can't remember what was there. I was that. I can't remember what was there. Oh, you know what? Wasn't that where Greenblatt's was and all that stuff?
No, that was for.
Oh, okay.
Greenblatt's was next to the Comedy Store. But where was this is that restaurant that was like the Bosa Cafe, or what was it that remember that Bosa? Was it Bosa or?
I'm gonna have to look.
One of those little restaurants down there, or was it this the Coffee Bean? Coffee Bean.
No, that one's still up there.
See, they all just kind of blur
Yeah.
together, don't they?
Well, that's a good thing. That whatever was there didn't need to be there because we don't remember what the fuck it was.
Oh no, Coffee Bean's gone. It's Starbucks now.
Oh yeah, it was
That was Coffee
but
Bean.
that was it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bummed. I'm a Coffee Bean girl. I don't like coffee. I like their tea. It was the Bosa Cafe. It was this cute little cafe, but I thought, it's. I don't remember exactly where it is up and down here. I hate the fact that there's Chase Banks everywhere.
Chase owns
Don't
this town.
need them every 5 minutes.
I know. It's like why does Toluca Lake have two Wells Fargo
Who even
banks?
goes to a bank anymore? Everything's done online.
Two Wells Fargo banks, Chase Bank, Hollywood Bank. It's got like 5 banks in Toluca. That's how much money.
I
Yeah.
know. But
This
it's stupid.
this
Nobody
building
even
on
goes to a
the
bank
right.
anymore.
This was the original Directors Guild building.
Oh really?
Yeah. Great architecture. I'm glad it's still
It
there.
is.
And the house that was used in Friday the 13th is on down this street on the right. Everybody stops to get a picture of the red door. Yeah, it was right off Sunset Boulevard. Like literally right off. Yeah, we'll do a daytime thing. I'm actually got to do a walking tour with a friend of mine.
This Bonhams used to be Butterfield and Butterfield.
Butterfield and Butterfield, yeah. Chibo. It wasn't until I went to Chibo for the first organic food could be. Because I thought, yeah, bullshit, just let me have.
I wonder if Boza went out and that's where that was down there.
Maybe.
That was a big restaurant down here. Like, not a big restaurant, but it was all built kind of outside
There it is.
too. Like,
El Compadre.
Guitar Center. And Sunset Grill and Guitar Center.
Yeah. Guitar Center is soon to go out of business. I think this is the last one.
What one? The Guitar Center?
Yeah.
Is it about to go out of business?
Not this one, but the other going out of business. Closing them right and left.
Roma. Yeah, I think that place back there could be close. I thought it was more, because that was kind of outside. It should have been able to stew.
Yeah.
I mean, a Roma.
Rock and Roll Ralph's. Just there's so many stories I'm not even bothered telling one, but of just all the famous metal bands and rockers and blah blah that you would find there, because this is rock and roll area, right? They got to get their shit too, and also all the unbelievable, crazy, hooker drunk stories about the shit that's gone on in that Ralph's.
Got it.
Probably all cleaned out now, from what I understand.
It's not big as rock bands don't really.
But it's historic. It's historic.
This place, this was the place that would have happened. in
Look
the
it up
80s
on
with
it
all
was
that
80s and the
metal.
90s. It was just a dumpster fire of decadence, which was my stripper name in the 90s, by the way. Dumpster fire of decadence. Yeah, the first Famous Amos used to be right there. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was the first Famous Amos restaurant, or Famous Amos cookie store.
So it's good. It's still there.
So now we're
going up Highland.
Okay, we're gonna.
This is La Brea.
La Brea. So we're eastbound on Sunset Boulevard at La Brea. We're going to turn left, going north to Hollywood Boulevard. Remember when that Ross was the, what was it called? It was Federated, because Fred Rated was the guy that did the announcing. Shadow Stevens, the guy that does the.
I remember Shadow Stevens.
Fred Rated here. Get to your Federated electronics store and buy your color TV. Which is why I don't do voiceover and he does. God damn it.
Shadow Stevens.
I know, right? Talk about a
Still
guy.
alive?
Yeah. Great voice. I don't know if he's retired or just kind of called it a
When
game.
was the last thing I saw him on? I think it was probably the Hollywood Squares.
This is where
testing on.
we're just past the old Lava Lounge.
Yeah, I remember the Lava.
Oh, the Lava Lounge. Now it's called the Woods.
I know.
The Lava Lounge.
I
Nothing
was
like
at the
it.
Lava Lounge when it was the Lava Lounge.
Yeah, that was. That was a good decadent time. And I got nothing else to say about that. That will be a secret for another video. What up, dog? God, all these big, yeah. This is the, you want to get hooked up? That's the gym.
Hooked up to what?
Hope you like boys. That's all I got to say.
I do. What's
hope,
the point?
I hope you're a boy that likes boys.
Boys like boys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're coming up on Hollywood Boulevard. Are you going to go right or go over?
You want to go over Hollywood?
No, whatever you want.
Kind of.
I'm following you. No, you can make it. You got
because I've got cars doing the same idea.
No. Oh, I see what you mean. You got it. There you go. See? Don't run over this guy.
I hate those scooters.
I love scooters. Don't love him.
Live Nation.
So now we're going east on Hollywood Boulevard. Going east from La Brea. So we're passing Madame Tussauds, coming up on
El Capitan.
what's it called? The Grauman's Chinese Theater?
Really big Marshalls right there.
Yeah.
La La Land. That is a coffee.
There you go, Chinese Theater.
Did they ever change it back to Grauman's?
No, it's owned by some
Or is it still Man's? Somebody said
us
that they were
old
going to change
folks.
it back to Grauman's.
I think they should, just for the namesake.
Did I ever
for
tell you
historic
that happened
value.
when I was a tour guide? As some guy was like, "Don't your people on this was 1995? Don't your people know on Hollywood Boulevard where the Chinese Theater is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I was at a McDonald's down the street." And I asked him where Grauman's was, and they didn't know what I was talking about. And I looked at him. I said, "Did you say Grauman's?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah." I said, "That's why they didn't know what you were talking about."
Because you're old.
I said, "Well, but it's tour books. He wasn't. It was old. That's what
Yeah.
they're showing in the tour books." I said, "They don't know who Sid Grauman is. They just know Chinese Theater.
Yeah.
So all you had to say was, where's the Chinese Theater? And they would have showed it." And he looked at me and goes, "Oh." I said, "It's owned by Man's Chinese Theater. Man's Theater now."
Yeah.
It's funny.
And then there was
Elvis.
TCL.
Spider-Man.
It was called the TCL Chinese Theater for a while. Because some Chinese company owned it. I don't know who owns it now.
I'm starting to get tired. So
I love that.
is Ripley's closed? It's all boarded up.
Yeah, but they board it because they don't want people to
But it's not closed down, right?
not close
It's
down.
just temporarily.
Closed for the pandemic. I love that the T-Rex has green eyes. It's got glowing neon eyes, which are new.
Because you can't see him up there. He's so dark.
I don't know what I just touched. Here's what I like about Hollywood. Hollywood is exciting. Is that ridiculous?
Yeah.
So fun. I love random stupid stuff. The internet is, these kids have come up with some fun stuff.
I know.
And I like this one too. I have no idea what it says. I hope it's not dirty. And I could do
I
this.
can't even, I'm trying to think of what it is. Is it Korean?
Yeah, that is Korean.
Because I know Chinese.
I'm also streaming on
Chinese
YouTube.
and Japanese characters.
The Frolic Room. Oh, let's go up to Argyle and then go up that way.
Argyle Street.
Yeah, let's go to the W Hotel. So this is like the main strip of Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
And it's about a mile long from,
Still just as ugly and dirty as
yeah, Hollywood and
Never
Highland
changes.
all the way to
Oh, look at the
Hollywood and
logo.
Vine. Oh, Musso and Frank, baby. It's closed.
Well, I don't think it's permanently closed.
No. I can't wait to go back there. I like that place.
I've never been to Musso and Frank's. I've wanted to.
Let's go. Okay, so you're going to do the Pole Lounge, and then my gift will be
Musso.
Musso and
Well,
Frank.
we don't know if Musso and Frank's is going
Doesn't matter. We got to go because Musso and Frank is just, it's the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Hollywood since 1919. People like Charlie Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks, and the girl with the curls.
Shirley.
No, not Shirley Temple. She was named. Her name is the girl with the curls. No, not Marion Davis. Oh, I can't believe I'm in a brain fart. Anyhow, they used to race each other and their horses from Beverly Hills to Musso and Frank. Last one that was there paid for the bill. Yeah, that's how historic it is. It's been there forever.
Yeah, I've got a copper.
Yeah, I saw that.
Paranoid.
Ah, you're fine.
Why is he going 10 miles an hour? I'm going 25.
Because he... God, everything is closed around here, though. That's a new 7-Eleven. That's new. Yeah, that's brand new. God, I hope that works out. Wow, that used to be a fancy restaurant. Oh. So we're coming up on Cahuenga.
You want to go down to the art?
No, whatever you want to do. I was just going to say we go up to the Pantages. That's far enough. You can't see it from here, but right next to that sign where it says, I don't know what it says, but there's a little alleyway between those two buildings, which is used in several Buster Keaton movies. It's famous sequences that you're like, iconic scenes where you're like, I know that scene. Shot right here in Hollywood before it was all built up. So the W Hotel is across the street from the Pantages. And the Pantages had the whole Blade sign pulled down, completely refurbished and replaced. So it looks like the old sign.
I was on the court case.
It is the old sign.
Realtors who were suing the money backing company for pulling out were redoing the Pantages, Musso and Frank's, and some other little building. And we found them.
And the Frolic Room is closed. But I think they board a lot of that stuff up just to keep people from
I know.
being stupid. The W Hotel. So there you go. We could always go up that street later to the freeway and over. That's Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, make a Yui. Fonda.
What street is this?
Gower. Yeah, you can go up Gower.
It's hard to see the signs at night. They don't light them very well, do they?
No, they're like, no money put into this place. Unless it's a apartment building or a skyscraper. Good call. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Ooh, that's the 217. I know where that goes. So I think this puts you on the 101 over the hill, right? Front seat, I'm like, you forget how big your world used to be when you just been sitting in your little neighborhood during the COVID times. So we're we're northbound on Gower.
Oh, here's all the tents.
Tent City. Going under the 101 freeway. So you go left at the light and it'll put you straight on the freeway. The Hollywood Tower Hotel is coming up on your left, which is the one that's the Hollywood, or that Disney attraction. Tower of Terror. Yeah.
Supposedly they were going to turn that into a senior center.
So good in your right lane when you have time,
I'm working.
and that right lane will put you right on the freeway. But yeah, the Tower of Terror was based on that hotel right there. They renovated the whole place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's beautiful in there now. Hotel and residences, but most of the residences are like, we're turned into money, so get out. But I had a party right up there at the very top end of the penthouse. I was auditing a radio station for advertising. They were throwing a party, so they invited me there. So I took a couple friends, and yeah, money. So there we go. Now we're getting on the 101 North.
Oh, don't we want the 101?
Yeah, you got it. Hollywood Freeway. Wow, Laura, that's an amazing Hollywood trip. I mean, that was the fastest anybody's ever gone from the Valley to Hollywood, from Hollywood to Beverly Hills, or either way.
I like Cahuenga.
Yeah, go that way. That's Cahuenga.
Do we go this way?
That's
This
yeah,
way?
that's Cahuenga.
This way.
Yeah, left, right turn. Could have stayed on the freeway, but it's the same thing.
I kind of like going up Cahuenga. Oops, person. Smart guy.
But yeah, that was the Valley to Hollywood, Hollywood to Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills all the way to the other side of Beverly Hills,
Bel Air.
to Bel Air, turn around, all the way back,
We made
and nobody knows we're gone. Freeway in front of us, which is Cahuenga. That's the Ford Theater. I've never been to the Ford Theater on the right there.
No, I've never. I know when I worked at Hanna-Barbera, since they're on Cahuenga Pass, they used to, you could park. We had a thing where you could park in Hanna-Barbera if they were going to the Ford Theater for those evenings. We had a license with them, so people would park at Hanna-Barbera and they'd shuttle them over.
But it's still an outdoor amphitheater, right? I've just never seen it.
I don't know. I've never
actually
been in.
yeah,
I've heard about it, but I've never actually
I looked
been.
it up one time online. Talk about it. It's like people that live in New York have never been to the Statue of Liberty. It's
I
like
know.
it took me forever to go to the Hollywood sign, and that was only because the Hollywood sign is exactly 3 miles from my house. 3 miles, and I hadn't been until a bunch of people wanted to go up and take a picture, and I was like, all right.
Well, I've been.
And that was
I
like
don't know,
5 years ago.
I've been to Lake Hollywood and around it, but I've never actually been up to the Hollywood sign.
Well, you really can't get to the sign, but
It's
that
the closest I've gotten to Lake Hollywood.
yeah. Well, that's about as close as anybody needs to get.
That's a big hike.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't realize how long of a hike that was around the lake.
Yeah. Same thing. Ford Amphitheater, right there. Never been. It's 3.5 miles from my house. 4 miles. That's what's weird when you know landmarks, like the corner of Hollywood and Vine is exactly 5 miles from my house.
Yeah, it's 6 miles from mine.
And you know that. See, why do we know that? Because we're locals.
You know what? I happen to know that because when my mom, was alive and I would have to take her places just to kind of get her out of the house, I would take the top down and I'm like, okay, we'll go to like Chick-fil-A. Well, this only Chick-fil-A was the closest one we went to in Hollywood, right? And I remember thinking it's only 6 fucking miles away, but it's going to take me a half hour each way to get down there and come back up. And it's only 6 miles away. That's what I mean. Round trip 12 miles, it would be an hour back in the day. Now we just made how many miles?
Yeah.
I should have kept a track of
like 1,000
miles. And we did at least 40 miles.
Yeah, that's why, like the Hollywood crowd, we never went out before 11 o'clock. As a matter of fact, the parking spots on Hollywood Boulevard didn't become available until 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, you could see the party crowd all looking for parking spots. And so you're going to party till 2 when they close and then go to after parties.
So here's Lake Hollywood. That will take you up to the lake and Hollywood
So getting around was like not a problem because you were out after hours all the time. But then you try to do the same run during the day, and you're like, what the hell's going on here?
It would be an hour round trip to go somewhere that was only 5-6 miles away.
It only took 6 minutes to go from my house to Hollywood and Vine, but it would take like 45 minutes during the day. What's up with that? So we're on Highland Boulevard going northbound now. We just left Hollywood.
So
yeah.
we're going over the hill
So
of
we're-
the valley. It's
We're
beautiful. San
that
Fernando
is beautiful.
Valley.
See the lights in the valley, and then
He did his bike ride.
yes, E.T. Yeah, that's right. Well, that was Simi, but close enough. The valley.
Well, the idea was the valley.
Yeah.
Burbank is considered the border of the valley because we're so close to Hollywood. That was the nice part about being in Burbank.
We're
Where
flying
all the
south
studios
into the
are.
valley, or north into the valley. So we're coming up. Universal Studios is on our left. Nothing to see, except
That's wardrobe.
well, that's the Cloud 9. It's the wardrobe department, and the you probably can't see it in this video, but there's a facade for Cloud 9 for that one Cloud 9 Superstore TV show Superstore, and they used it as a forced perspective shot in front of the wardrobe department. So it looked like a big box store, but it was really a wardrobe department with a sign in front of it. And now we're coming up on Warner Brothers, and I noticed that Camille had posted a picture of something I saw yesterday. They repainted the water tower. I guess there's a
towers on the other side.
yeah, but there's a Superman.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, it was just boring beige for years, and they finally painted something nice on it. But this is Warner Brothers Studios. These are the sound stages on the east side or west side of the studio. I think I'm zoomed in too much. I stood on that other corner to the left there, but this is the entrance or the exit entrance from Blazing Saddles at the end of the movie when they all come running out.
Yeah.
But Mel Brooks told an anecdote which I thought was kind of neat. But standing on this corner right here, when everybody's running out, there's a little old man standing there who looks totally confused by the whole thing and kind of bumped by some of the people running out. He was not an extra. He was just a dude walking down the street when they were shooting that scene. And he got totally confused by what the hell was going on. He got bumped by the extras running out. And it was the take they used. So what street is this? Oh, we need to go that way to my house.
Yep.
So we're still on Olive. So we went over Barham, it became Olive, and now we're going east on Olive in Burbank.
All of this used to be, remember when all this used to be Dimples and...
Yeah, that whole thing, that big hotel, or the big complex there. I couldn't remember the name of it. I almost sent you a note the other day, about a couple weeks ago. What was the name of that bar, that karaoke bar we all used
Dimples,
to go?
it was down here
Dimples.
where,
Oh my God, that was a shithole of a place.
Oh, it was.
It was a beer bar of beer bars when karaoke was big.
And your first
And new.
cassette was free.
Your first cassette is free.
Virgin cassette.
Jesus,
Virgin karaoke session.
what a place. You bet. I'm not going to tell any stories about that. Let you tell those stories.
I only have one.
I only have one that I remember. And now we're in exciting Toluca Lake. Right back where we started. Well, that was kind of fun.
Yep, here's Tangerines and Don Kugos.
Yeah, we made it back in one
In a
piece.
circle. We were going gone for
Yeah.
about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe?
An hour, it says here. 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's unheard of for that trip that we just took.
Right back to Don Kiko's. Well, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.
Bye!
Bye. We're going to do more. But that was your random drive of Hollywood. And thank you for watching Wonder Stash Walks with my dearest, sweetest, amazing friend Laura. The fact that we've known each other 30 years and we're only 30 years old is weird. Check me out on Instagram and all that stuff. But if you saw this, just hit a like, dude. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not going to be, you can, but I'm not going to ask you to. All right, punks. Remember, wherever you are, that's probably where you ought to be.